Boney M music is the music of the universe. Communication music. Music is communication. Communication brings us closer. The closer we get, we fall in love, and what we do with it's our business.
Are we in love yet? Almost?
What happened to the members of Boney M? Did they have happy lives after their success? You might be surprised by their struggles and challenges. Some of them faced serious problems, while others lived quietly. How did fame affect them? Did they ever find peace or happiness after their big hits? Let's look at the sad story of Boney M's members and what happened to them over the years.
I've been singing here for 4 or 5 years as a solo artist. And I heard about this little group. I wasn't at all interested because I'm more of a solo type of person, you know?
Let's talk about how Boney M came to be. Many people don't know that Boney M was created because a musician wanted to hide his identity. This musician, Frank Farian, ended up creating one of the most popular music groups of the 1970s. Frank Farian was a singer and songwriter from Germany, but he wasn't having much luck with his music career. At that time, he sang a type of European music called Schlager. Schlager music is all about love and emotions. He released music under the Hansa label, but nothing seemed to be working for him. So Frank decided to try something new.
Then I stopped in Norway, and then I went over to Holland, and I spent a while in Holland, about 3.5 years. Then I came over to Germany. Now I'm here 7 years.
One day, Frank recorded a song called Baby Do You Wanna Bump? This song was very different from the love songs he had been making. It was a disco track with a catchy beat and fun lyrics. In the song, he kept repeating, "Do you wanna bump?" in a deep voice, then a high-pitched chorus followed. The song was fun and catchy, so Frank took it to the Hansa label. They liked it so much that they wanted to release it as a single. But Frank had a problem. He didn't want to release the song under his own name because people knew him as a Schlager singer. He didn't want them to be confused. That's when Frank came up with the name Boney M. The name came from a TV show he saw on German television. It was an Australian detective show, and the main character's name was Napoleon Bonaparte. Frank saw the name Boney in the credits and thought it sounded cool. So he decided to call the project Boney M. At first, Frank didn't expect the song to do much. But by the end of 1975, the song started to get really popular, especially in the Netherlands. It began climbing the music charts, and soon a Dutch TV station wanted Boney M to perform the song on their show. But there was a problem. Frank couldn't perform as Boney M because people knew him as Frank Farian. So Frank came up with a smart idea. Instead of performing the song himself, he decided to create a band to represent Boney M. This way, he could stay out of the spotlight and the band would perform the song.
I was the last one, actually. I guess they weren't planning on me, really.
So Frank started looking for singers to be in the band. After some searching, he found 4 talented singers: Marcia Barrett and Claudia Berry from Jamaica, Maizie Williams from Montserrat, and Bobby Farrell from Aruba. These 4 people became the first members of Boney M. Frank believed this group had the potential to be more than just a one-hit wonder. He had big plans for them and knew they could achieve great success. Over time, Boney M went on to become one of the most famous disco groups of the 70s, with hits like Rivers of Babylon and Daddy Cool. And it all started with Frank Farian's clever idea to create a new identity in a fun disco song. But sadly, before the group could move forward, Claudia Berry left to pursue a solo career. She went on to become a successful singer in Canada. This left Marcia, Maizie, and Bobby as a trio. They continued to perform, still promoting their song, Baby Do You Wanna Bump? While they waited for Frank to find a replacement for Claudia, they kept working hard. Eventually, Frank found Liz Mitchell, another talented singer from Jamaica, to join the group. With Liz now on board, Boney M was complete and ready to show the world what they could do.
Boney M music is the music of the universe. Communication music. Music is communication. Communication brings us closer. The closer we get, we fall in love, and what we do with it's our business.
Are we in love yet? Almost?
Bobby Farrell was the lively, charismatic dancer who became the face of the popular disco group Boney M. He was known for his high energy on stage and his role as the main showman of the band. However, behind his flashy performances and big smile, Bobby faced many struggles in his personal life, from financial problems to serious health issues. Tragically, his life came to an end in 2010 at the age of 61 in a hotel room in St. Petersburg, Russia. Born on October 6, 1949, in Aruba, Bobby's journey to fame wasn't a smooth one. At just 15 years old, he left Aruba and became a sailor for 2 years. He later moved to Europe, starting in Norway, then the Netherlands, before eventually settling in Germany. There, Bobby worked as a DJ, but his big break came when Frank Farian, the creator of Boney M, noticed him. Farian wanted Bobby to be the male singer in the group. While Bobby was the star performer on the stage, it was surprising to many that he didn't actually sing most of Boney M's famous songs. Frank Farian, the band's producer, recorded the male vocals himself with Bobby, only performing live. This shocked some of the fans, but Bobby's energy and stage presence made him unforgettable. Bobby's time with Boney M was filled with success, but it didn't last forever. In 1981, Bobby left the group after having disagreements with Farian. After leaving, Bobby began recording music where his real voice could finally be heard, but he struggled to find the same success outside the group. Bobby was replaced by Reggie Tsiboy, but he didn't give up on music. In 1984, Bobby rejoined Boney M, and they performed together until the group officially split in 1986. It is said that Farian had planned for Boney M to last only 10 years, which is how long the band stayed active. After Boney M's split, Bobby faced some tough times. His daughter Zenelia Farrell later shared that Bobby lost a lot after leaving the band. He had signed away all his rights to Boney M's music, which meant he had no income from their big hits. This left Bobby and his family struggling, and they had to move in with Bobby's mother in the Netherlands. They had to rely on welfare to make ends meet. Zenelia said, "My father lost everything, and this made him angry and frustrated." Luckily, Bobby's wife had a clever idea. Since Farian had not registered the name Boney M everywhere, Bobby could still perform under that name in some countries, which helped him continue to make a living. Sadly, Bobby's health started to decline. On December 30th, 2010, after a performance in St. Petersburg, Russia, Bobby complained about breathing problems. The next day, hotel staff found him unresponsive in his hotel room. It was later confirmed that he died of heart failure. Ironically, Bobby passed away on the same date and in the same city where Grigory Rasputin, a character Bobby had famously portrayed in one of Boney M's songs, had died many years earlier. Bobby Farrell was buried in Amsterdam, but his legacy lives on through the music and memories of Boney M. Despite his struggles, he will always be remembered as the dazzling showman who gave his all to the world of music.
I was playing in here. I started in 1970 in Berlin, and there, of course, was like a great outbreak for young talents.
Liz Mitchell's life is a story of resilience and dedication. She is best known as the lead singer of the group Boney M, but her life has been filled with ups and downs that go beyond the music. Liz was born in the beautiful parish of Clarendon, Jamaica, where she grew up in a loving family. As a child, her life was normal and peaceful until everything changed when her family moved to London, England in 1963. At just 11 years old, Liz found herself in a new country, surrounded by new faces and experiences. This change was big, but it helped her discover a passion for music. By the late 1960s, Liz's musical talent was beginning to shine. She got a big break when she was cast in the musical Hair. This opportunity took her all the way to West Berlin, where she replaced Donna Summer in the show. Liz's powerful voice caught the attention of many, and soon after she joined a group called the Les Humphreys Singers. But it wasn't until 1976 that Liz got the phone call that would change her life forever. She was invited to join Boney M, where she became the lead singer. With Liz at the forefront, Boney M became an international sensation. However, success didn't last forever. After about 10 years, the group disbanded in 1986, and Liz faced a tough period. She tried to keep the spirit of Boney M alive with some of the former members, but it was hard. She then shifted her focus to a solo career, recording music and performing whenever she could. Despite the challenges she faced after Boney M, Liz didn't give up. In 1996, she and her husband opened Dove House Studios, where they recorded new music. Liz also built a fan club, staying close to her supporters. She released her first solo album, Share the World, in 1999, followed by a Christmas album called Christmas Rose in 2000. By 2004, Liz's faith played a big part in her life, and she released an album called Let It Be, filled with inspirational songs. Even today, Liz continues to perform. She tours under the name Boney M, featuring Liz Mitchell, and still brings joy to her fans around the world. In 2014, a special blue plaque was placed at her childhood home in London, celebrating her musical achievements. Liz was also honored in 2024 when she received the Member of the Order of the British Empire, MBE, for her contributions to music and charity. Liz Mitchell's journey is a reminder that no matter how many obstacles we face, it's possible to keep going. She has shown great strength and resilience throughout her life. From her early days in Jamaica to her success with Boney M and her solo career, Liz has never stopped sharing her music with the world. Today, she is still an inspiration to many, proving that passion and hard work can help you overcome any challenge.
I've been singing here for 4 or 5 years as a solo artist. And I heard about this little group. I wasn't at all interested because I'm more of a solo type of person, you know?
Marcia Barrett, a name many people know from the famous band Boney M, has shown amazing strength through her battle with cancer. Marcia was born in St. Catherine Parish, Jamaica. When she was young, her parents moved her to Croydon, England in 1963. Later on, she moved to Germany in the late 1960s, where she started her music career. She joined a band and went on tour with famous singers like Carol Gott and Rex Gildo. In 1971, she signed a record deal with Metronome Records and released her first song called Could Be Love. As she kept singing and touring, she became more known for singing famous songs like Son of a Preacher Man, Oh Happy Day, and Big Spender. In 1975, Marcia became a part of the famous band Boney M. While the lead singer of the band was Liz Mitchell, Marcia's voice was heard in many songs, especially in the background harmonies. She was an important part of the group's success. But after Boney M broke up in 1990, Marcia faced some very hard times. She said in a radio interview in 2001, "Life after Boney M, my dear, I've been through hell and back." In 1991, Marcia was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. She fought hard, but the cancer came back, making it hard for her to work. For a while, she couldn't perform, but Marcia didn't let her illness stop her. By 1997, she was back in the studio working on new music with producer Scott Christina. This work led to her album Survival in 1999. She also made a second album in 2005 called Come Into My Life, which had a mix of new songs and covers, including a version of Hey Joe and Belfast. Even though she was dealing with health issues, Marcia still found time to perform and share her music. She toured with her own version of Boney M, performing for fans who loved the band's hits. She even went to the London and Berlin premieres of the Daddy Cool musical in 2007, which was based on the music of Boney M. In 2007, Marcia turned down an offer to record a song for a project called Disco 2008. She was also invited to perform in South Ossetia by the country's president, Mikhail Saakashvili. Through all of this, she continued to show how strong she was. Today, Marcia Barrett lives in Berlin with her husband, Marcus James, who was a guitarist in Eddie Grant's band. The two were married in 1984, and they have a son. Marcia's journey has been full of challenges, but she continues to inspire people all over the world with her courage and passion for music.
Asked me if I would like to join this group called Boney M. And, well, at the time I was doing my modeling and dancing.
Maizie Ursula Williams is a British singer and dancer. Born on March 25, 1951, in Birmingham, England, Maizie's story is full of twists and turns, filled with challenges and victories. But her journey wasn't always easy, and there were times when the group's internal issues made things complicated. Maizie first made a name for herself as a model and won the title Miss Black Beautiful in 1973. She then started her own band, Black Beautiful People. In the mid-1970s, she moved to West Germany with her friend Shayla Bonnick. One day, while at a restaurant, a music agent approached them with an offer to join a new group called Boney M. Even though Maizie's brother once told her that she didn't have a great singing voice, she decided to take a chance and join the group. While Maizie was part of Boney M, she did not sing in the studio recordings. Instead, the songs were mostly sung by other members of the group, and Maisie's role was more about dancing and performing live on stage. This led to some long-running debates about who was actually doing the singing in Boney M, and many fans were surprised to find out that the voices behind the hits weren't always the same as the ones on stage. Maizie stayed with Boney M until the group officially broke up in 1990. However, her story didn't end there. After the breakup, Maizie decided to create her own version of the group called Boney M, featuring Maizie Williams. This was her chance to finally sing lead during live performances, something she had wanted for a long time. She reunited with her friend Shayla Bonnick for this new project. Despite her success, Maizie faced more challenges. She took legal action against Frank Farian, the creator of Boney M, and Sony BMG, claiming that she should have been paid for the sales of Boney M's records. In 2009, the court ruled in her favor, showing that she had every right to be paid for the group's success. Even after the legal battle, Maizie kept going. In December 2006, she released her first solo record, Call Upon Jesus. In 2007, she made a dance version of Boney M's hit Sunny, and she continued to perform around the world. Maizie didn't stop there. In 2011, she co-wrote a tribute song for Josephine Baker, a famous American-born French singer and dancer. Through all the ups and downs, Maizie Williams never gave up on her music career. She has had to deal with the internal issues of Boney M, where she was sometimes overlooked, but she proved that she could make it on her own. Now let's change gears and talk about the lip-syncing scandal. Behind the glitter and exciting dance moves from the group, there was a big secret that not many fans knew about. The truth was that not all of the singing we heard on stage was done by the group members themselves. In fact, much of it was pre-recorded by other singers, and this created a huge controversy that would follow the band throughout their career.
Yesterday my life was filled with rain.
Frank Farian, the producer behind Boney M, played a huge role in the group's music. He was the one who sang the deep male vocals that were heard on the records. Although the group members did sing some backup vocals live during concerts, the main singing was often done by session singers, with the group members just miming along to the music on stage. This made their performances seem live, but they weren't really singing the way fans thought they were. While fans loved the music and the high-energy shows, they didn't know the whole truth. The fans were amazed by the shows and didn't question what they saw. But the more successful Boney M became, the more people started asking questions. Why did the group look so perfect on stage? Was it all real? Journalists and critics began to dig deeper and write stories about the band's behind-the-scenes secrets. One of the most talked-about members was Bobby Farrell, the frontman of the group. He was the face of Boney M and had a strong stage presence that people loved. But here was the problem. Bobby wasn't the one singing the big hits that made Boney M famous. This caused a lot of tension in the group. The fans who thought they were hearing Bobby's voice were shocked to learn that the real singing was done by someone else. As time went on, the truth about the band began to come out. In 1978, it was revealed that Maizie Williams, another member of the group, wasn't actually singing on the studio recordings either. According to Farian, her voice wasn't suited for the music, so they had other singers do the job instead. This caused even more controversy. Fans who once adored Boney M started to question whether they had been misled all along. The public's trust in Boney M started to fade, and the group's popularity began to decline. Once known for selling out stadiums and topping the charts, they now found themselves playing smaller venues, and their record sales started to drop. The band had reached the peak of success, but the secrets and tension within the group made it hard for them to stay at the top. Eventually, Boney M officially disbanded, but the story didn't end there. After the split, different versions of Boney M formed, with some members continuing to perform under the same name. This happened because the name Boney M wasn't officially registered in some countries, so some of the former members could still use it for their own shows. In the end, Boney M's career was a mix of success and controversy. The group's amazing music and lively performances were part of what made them famous. But the truth about who was really doing the singing behind the scenes took away some of the magic for many fans. Boney M's journey is filled with both triumphs and challenges, but their legacy still stands strong today. Their music has touched generations, and it's clear that their story is one of amazing success and personal struggles. In 1978, they released some of their biggest hits, like Rivers of Babylon and Brown Girl in the Ring. These songs became huge in Europe, with Rivers of Babylon reaching #1 in many countries. It even became one of the top-selling singles in the UK, and it helped Boney M break into the United States, where the song hit #30 on the charts. This success gave a big boost to their album Night Flight to Venus, which had other popular songs like Rasputin and Painter Man. That same year, Boney M's hit Mary's Boy Child, Oh My Lord, made waves during Christmas, becoming the #1 single in the UK. It's still one of the most loved Christmas songs today. By the end of 1978, Boney M was on top of the music world. They toured the globe, performing in places like Switzerland, Austria, France, and even Kenya. Their popularity was at its peak, and they were one of the most recognized bands worldwide. Despite facing struggles behind the scenes, Boney M's music continues to bring joy to people. Their songs are timeless, and their influence remains strong, showing that no matter the challenges, their legacy will never fade. Boney M's journey is a true testament to the power of music and the lasting impact it can have on the world.